It is July 2nd, not the 3rd, 2nd. I've done like 6 videos today, so if you see me in the same shirt for a few days in a row on my video, that's why. I've been doing a few videos today. But I thought I would show y'all how I do my meal plan. I'm not going to be cooking a lot in July. I'm going to be making a ton of freezer meals, but it's basically the same concept. We're still going to have to go to the grocery store and get all those items. So I thought we'd sit down and I would show you how I do my meal plan. Also, how we stick within a $330 budget for a family of 3 and 2 dogs every month. That's just including human food. Our household is a separate budget, but I budget about $300 to $360 a month, depending on, sometimes we go over that, sometimes we need more, and that's okay. But I do budget about $360 to $330 a month for groceries. Just go ahead and jump in. I'm laying in bed and have my phone on charge while I'm doing this, but I've kind of got all of my recipes written down that I want to do for my meal plan in July and the beginning of August, just because I'm doing a ton of freezer meals to recover from surgery when I have it. So yeah, that explains that. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take each one of these recipes one at a time. I'm going to write down exactly what I need for each recipe, and then we'll go to our grocery list. Got my list of all the ingredients I need. I may end up adding more meals into this. I'm not sure, but let me show you. Most of this is going into the freezer. All of these, I believe, is going to. Doing stuffed shells. Again, I'm going to do a roast, and I'll probably just put everything in a bag and then throw it in the crock pot one day that I need something really easy when I'm not feeling well. I'm going to do a double batch of homemade chicken noodle soup, chicken Alfredo, chicken spaghetti, homemade chicken and sausage gumbo, chicken and sausage jambalaya, sticky chicken and gravy, and homemade pizza Lunchables. Don't worry, in the freezer meal prep video, I will give you the recipe for some of these. And if you want a recipe video on any of these set recipes, the gumbo and jambalaya is not out of a box. We're from Louisiana. But yeah, if you want a recipe for these, you'll be able to see me doing it in the freezer video. But if you want a whole video for any of these recipes, just let me know in the comment down below. And once I'm healed and recovered and get to making more of these, I will. And the importance of, you see, chicken and sausage jambalaya, that's going to have rice. Gumbo is going to have rice. Noodles for Alfredo. Noodles for chicken spaghetti. Noodle for chicken noodle soup. Rice for roast. Noodle for stuffed shells. Rice and gravy. All of these pretty much have gravy or things that I can chop up really small, and I won't have to chew. So I'll be able to eat most of these things. Not all of it, but most of it. And then I've also got homemade pizza Lunchables. I'm going to do some of those. And if you see a Holy Trinity on here, we call it that in the South. It is just either in the frozen section or you can get it in the fresh produce. I don't know if you can get it up north, but I know Louisiana you can. It's basically onion, bell pepper, and celery already chopped up for you. It's just a seasoning blend, basically. So now let's get into the grocery list. So I have it all written down by sections. I've got produce, dairy, freezer, meat, some space, bread, canned, box, snacks / junk like cereal, stuff like that goes on there, household, and then drinks we need that doesn't fall into the dairy category. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through produce first. And I know I need onions for multiple recipes, so I'll put how many onions I need, add it through all the recipes of which ones I need onion for, and so on. So we're going to do that, and once I'm done with produce, I'll show you the next list. Produce for all of those recipes, this is what I need other than the Holy Trinity, which I will put on there. So yeah, that doesn't mean I'm not going to get blueberries, things like that, bananas. This is strictly, I go off of my meal plan first and then I add in the extras, because if not, if I don't do it like this and add in how many I need, I'm going to end up coming home and not having enough of multiple things. So let's go on to dairy. Here is my dairy. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the reason I'm doing all pretty much chicken recipes is because I have like 6 pounds of chicken in my freezer and I want to get it out of the freezer. So that's why I'm not buying meat this month, because I want to use up what we have. Dairy, milk, heavy cream, Parmesan, mozzarella, cheddar, butter, just for recipes. Now let's move into the freezer items. Thing for the freezer, I need 3 bags of the Holy Trinity, and I lied. I do need a roast and 1 thing of sausage. I picked up a thing of sausage at Dollar Tree, but I didn't realize I was gonna need 2. So I'm gonna pick up another one at Dollar Tree when I run in. But I'm gonna add roast and sausage to that, and then we'll move on to bread. There's the bread items. I put my pasta noodles and all that on there just because I consider it a bread, because it is a carb. So it makes it a little bit easier in the grocery store. Now we're gonna move on to canned. Put all my canned stuff, and then I put my seasonings in with the canned stuff because it's typically around the same aisle. And like condiments, if you see wash your sister sauce, that's the W sauce, whatever, that's what I call it because I can't pronounce it. But that's that. And then I forgot to add pepperoni to the meats. Now let's add the box stuff. I've got my list made of all the ingredients I need. Now I'm gonna go onto the Walmart app, add everything together that I know is cheaper than Dollar Tree. If there's things that are over $1.25 that I know I can get at Dollar Tree, I will just add it in and have a savings when I'm done grocery shopping. But I'll know what my roundabout price is going to be. I won't place the order, but I'll use that or this when I go into the store, and I'll know about what my price is going to be just for these basic things, so I can stay within budget and know what I have extra to spend. Everything on my list pretty much rounds about to about $75–80 because I didn't need to buy a ton of meat this month. Now I'm going to add in household and just think for a little bit. If I want to add anything, I may just spark an idea in the grocery store. I'm gonna buy the smoothies pre-made that I've been doing for recovery, but since I am having surgery and I bought bottles to reuse, like little water bottles that you can reuse, I think I'm gonna just make my own. So I'm gonna do a peanut butter smoothie. I'm going to do a knockoff of the Naked green drink and a knockoff of the Blue Machine Naked drink. So those will also be recipes if you want. That's everything on my list. Ton of vegetables and fruit now because that's doubled since I added in all the stuff for the smoothies. But be looking out for this grocery haul. It should come up right after this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.